Hey everybody, I'm Creed and welcome to Creed Saturday Morning episode 8. Today what I'm working on is Dr. Galeo Seaworthy from the Snorks. The Snorks ran for 65 episodes from 1984 to 1989. The character was voiced by Clyde Revel, who also did the voice of the Emperor on The Empire Strikes Back. So Dr. Seaworthy is a scientist and inventor. He invented the Silverfish, which is the ship the characters travel in. And he invented lots of other things, including even a time machine in one episode. Now, a lot of people would just say, well, the Snorks are just a ripoff of the Smurfs. And I believe they are influenced by, but I really like the show, and I've actually just finished watching a few episodes to prepare for this video, and they're just as good as they ever were, to me anyway. So in 1984, when Saturday morning was still a thing, this aired on NBC, and NBC's Saturday morning lineup included shows like Kid Video, Mr. T, Pink Panther and Sons, Going Bananas, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Smurfs, and Alvin and the Chipmunks. And over on CBS, there was Saturday Supercade, Shirt Tales, and Muppet Babies. And ABC had Super Friends, Turbo Teen, and Dragon's Lair. So it was really a great time to be watching cartoons. Then all you need is your bowl of cereal and you're all set. And my cereal of choice was definitely Pac-Man cereal. It's the greatest cereal I've ever eaten. I miss it a lot, and I wish I knew it was not going to be around. I would have probably got some. I always thought it would be a cool idea to get some Lucky Charms and some Corn Pops and make my own Pac-Man cereal. The marshmallows wouldn't be the same, but it would taste the same. And I want to mention that I did miss a show on Friday. I was severely under the weather last week. I was unable to make a video at all. It would have sounded horrible anyway. But I'm back on track now, and there will be another cool video on Friday. Just in case I have any visitors who don't know about Gazbot, I just wanted to give a shout out to Gazbot. He's a really great artist, and he's almost finished a Kickstarter for his first issue of his comic. It's if you're into Godzilla or Pacific Rim or the Inhumanoids, it'll be right up your alley. And I'm going to put a link to his YouTube page in the description, just in case you haven't heard about it. It's really good and you should get involved. Plus his videos are all very cool, and he's just full of personality. Definitely something cool to watch while you're drawing. So watching these Snorks episodes have actually got me thinking about remakes that they do, because I was thinking about how horribly they butchered the Smurfs with those movies. And I was thinking, if something's cool enough to reboot, why make all these changes that they always do? And I was trying to think of instances where they don't make too many changes and just make more episodes, which I think is the way to go. And the only ones I could really think of are Johnny Quest. Now, Johnny Quest, the originals are way better, but in the remake, they tried to stick as close as they could to the original show, which that gets respect from me right there. Also, the Jetsons, years and years later, made another season, and it's similar to the original show, which as it should be. And also Doug. Doug changed networks. They made a few cast changes, but it was basically still the same show, that's great. But it's kind of sad that I can only think of those three that off the top of my head. And every other remake they do, they change completely, so it's not even the same show. I mean, look at poor Pinky Elmira and the Brain. They actually had people quit over that. And look at Extreme Ghostbusters. I mean, really? And the brand new Inspector Gadget is horrible compared to the great original show. So I just wonder why they make all these changes. If the cartoon's good enough to work from in the first place, just make more episodes. I really wish they would. What I'd really love to see is a show. You'd have to pick a network, or a company. So if you went with Warner Brothers, you could do all the Warner Brothers shows. and each episode could be a new episode of an old cartoon. Exactly the same, just new. I think that would be a brilliant show. I would love to see it. But it's unlikely because every reboot they do now is CGI and new teen pop star voices and just they do a lot of horrible things to reboots these days. There are a lot of shows I'd just like to see them make more episodes of. Not new, not changed, just more. There weren't enough, and now there should be more. But I don't know. I guess the companies that own the stuff don't work that way. Well, that should do it for today. And Friday, we're gonna have a villain from the Mighty Hercules, which I am working on right now. So stay tuned for that one. And until then, I hope you have a good week. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and if you have any friends that are into retro cartoons, tell them about my show. As always, any cool links I mention are in the description. Here's a couple other videos you might want to watch. And I'm always trying something new, so you might want to subscribe to keep up. So until next time, take her easy.